What is going on, pop culture fam? It's your boy J. Rue and
Kungfu. What's up, man?
What up, man? We ready to rock. Hold on, I gotta put my shades on because San Diego Comic-Con was so bright. Ooh, I gotta wear shades. I gotta put them on. It was so good. I mean, at this point, it's gonna be kind of hard to start off with. We didn't talk about it last time, but we're gonna start off with Obi-Wan Kenobi. We'll dive into that really quickly. Nothing too crazy on that. I mean, it's been out for a while. Give our quick thoughts. Then we'll roll into discussing Comic-Con. Obviously, that amazing, just wonderful piece of pop culture there. And then
yes, sir.
We'll close it out with some of our personal, I guess you could say, I don't know, what would we call it? Or I guess
shit.
Things that we're looking forward to.
I guess so.
Yeah. So we'll start off. Obviously this week we'll talk a little bit about Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm gonna go last if that's okay, because I'll be being the resident Star Wars fan. But I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Overall, I actually enjoyed it for what it's worth. I went in, with hopes real low. So I enjoy of course, the acting will be amazing. I actually liked the little girl that played Layla. Princess Leia. The little girl. Mm-hmm. I thought she was awesome. I thought she was cool, but just Vader. It's fucking Vader. He's just a badass. They show how much of a badass he really can be. Was it episode 5 when he pulled down? Was it 5?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 5. That whole scene when he pulled down the spaceship, that was just epic. Just to even watch that that was just so cool to watch. Honestly, just the way he did it. If you guys rewatch the episode,
right?
Watch how he posed. He did like one of those superhero badass villain type poses that was like just sick as shit to me. If you pay attention to the way he did it, it was just like he was like calling for the gods to come down and just come to hither, come to me, and that shit was just amazing to watch. But the fight scenes between both of them, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, was pretty awesome. So we'll see. This will be a season 2. They haven't said anything. I don't think there will be. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think there will be. I think they're gonna go a different direction from this point on. Of course, we all know, if you're a Star Wars guy, Andor and everything else going on. So I think this was a one and done type situation. But if it's season 2, I'll be cool with it. Especially, spoiler alert, Liam Neeson, hopefully we'll be back for season 2, so we'll see how it goes on that portion of it.
Yeah, I agree. I know there's kind of a mixed opinion out there in the Star Wars fandom, and I'm going to be the first one to say, Star Wars fans can be the worst sometimes.
Yes, they can be.
Because unfortunately, we cannot have our cake and eat it too, right? There's still rules to the game. There's still creative ways that we want to that artists are going to do things with, especially the director. I think had it been more akin to The Mandalorian with different directors for every episode, I think it may have fared a little bit better on some of the filler episodes, I guess you could say. And maybe there weren't really, to me, there really weren't filler episodes, but just more of the emotion that was going on within Obi-Wan.
What's her name? Dallas Bryce Howard.
Mm-hmm.
If she just would did one episode, I guarantee it would have been a badass episode.
Yeah.
It could have been a filler episode. She would have made it so badass. I love her. She's an amazing director.
She's really good.
She's a really good director. Like, it's insane how good she is.
Yeah.
And she has an eye for, of course, we all know who her father is.
Yeah.
But she just has this touch. Like, when it comes to Star Wars, even before you see the credits, you kind of after watching the show, okay, I think she directed this episode. Sure enough, she did it. Yep. Sure enough. Yeah, so oh my gosh, she's so good.
Yeah, and obviously the little girl that played Princess Leia, I agree she did pretty well. I recognized her from We Can Be Heroes on Netflix. It's a kids superhero show.
Oh,
movie.
she was on that?
Yeah, she was Shark Girl and Lava Girl's daughter.
Oh, so that was her.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Robert Rodriguez directed, written. So she was that character, which surprisingly she didn't talk at all. She was more of a
really?
Yeah, she had no speaking lines really. So for her to get that role, I think is pretty awesome. But I will say that there was definitely some feels in this show for sure, with the fact of like Leia asking him if he was her father or did he know his or her father. So there was definitely some really good scenes there. Overall, I agree. I liked it. I definitely give it a 9 out of 10. It could have been a little bit better in certain spots, but I am in the field of not wanting a season 2. Leave it where it's at. We all know where it leads to. Yeah. And that can be that, because it then takes away from the gravitas of Vader and Obi-Wan meeting later. But now it makes more sense of the famous line, "When I left you, I was but the learner, and now I am the master," which is akin to now leading to from this episode. So overall, I thought it was good. We got more Star Wars to look forward to.
Yes, we do.
We got Andor.
Andor gonna be amazing. Oh, so did you? So real fast from that. So have you seen? I don't think we never talked about this. How they gonna lay it out?
It's supposed to be like 18 episodes or something like that.
Okay, so it's 2 seasons, 12 episodes each. That's
right.
The first season though is not shot quarterly, but episodes 1, 2, and 3 is gonna cover 1 year. Then episodes 4, 5, and 6 is another year, and then so on and so on. So pretty much season 1 is gonna cover 4 years. Okay. Season 2 is gonna be all 12 episodes will be 1 year. So that's how they're gonna do it.
And then lead into Rogue One.
Rogue One, yes. Okay. So season 1, the first 2 episodes is like it's 1 year. Well, I guess 4 years earlier, then 3 years later, 2 years go backward, that kind of deal. So yeah, that's the layout they're gonna for Andor.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it's going to be kind of tough. It's a little bit of a tough sell for me when it comes to, obviously we think of Star Wars, we think Jedi and Sith and spaceships and stuff like that. So, I like Andor as a character. I thought he was very compelling when it came to the Rogue One movie. Yeah. With the fact that
I enjoy Rogue One.
He was the one that was following orders and really didn't stop to think about it until the female heroine comes around and says, "You're just following orders," and then you're just gonna kill my dad because they said so, without thinking about it. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of his character and seeing other characters. Mon Mothra, with seeing her as her being kind of young into the Galactic Senate and things like that. So pretty excited for that. But yeah, I mean that's my piece on Obi-Wan.
Nice.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. So, all right. Now, Comic-Con.
Okay. So we talked about. So if you guys listened to that first episode, we talked about this. Mm-hmm. Is that we talked about direction that for the MCU. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. People, we finally know what direction we're going into. We are now officially in the multiverse saga, and in my opinion, I told Joseph this, so let you guys know, in my opinion, Phase 4 was a filler phase. Yeah. It definitely was a filler phase to where it kind of I think it was more about ending storylines, starting brand new storylines, or continuing storylines to get to a bigger narrative.
Introducing new characters.
Yes. Yeah. That will go along with Phase 5 and Phase 6. So that's just my opinion how I feel about Phase 4. It was now, technically now, as we know, or if you guys know or not, Black Panther is going to end Phase 4. This is the end of it. Mm-hmm. And so it's pretty much, going to bring in new characters as well. Riri Williams and such is going to just lead us right into Phase 5, into Ant-Man.
Yeah. I I'm glad that we got some sort of direction, because that was what was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Going forward that we talked about last time, but yeah, I think it was those for my comic book brethren that are out there that are into that. It's those first couple of issues of after they have like a big event, akin to like a Civil War in the comic books, or you have, a Secret War 2, Civil War 2. You have a couple of episodes that kind of tie up loose ends that were threads that were woven around. So I kind of respect Marvel for kind of doing something like that. They have done a little bit better job with some of those. I think so. But that's neither here nor there.
Phase 4, you had your hits and you had your misses.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think they had more misses than hits, but yeah.
If you think about it, the true hits they had in Phase 4 was No Way Home, of course.
Yep.
Shang-Chi. I guess you would count Thor: Love and Thunder, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
Loki, of course. Loki was Pretty much the couple of TV shows.
The first 3 TV shows for sure. Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Definitely WandaVision. So yeah, I mean they had some hits. But there were some misses for sure.
Eternal.
We didn't even, and that's the funny thing. We talked about that. I was like, I completely forgot that Eternals existed, which kind of gets into some of the things that I just wish that they would do a little bit better job of doing in these movies. And as much as I love Shang-Chi, this has been a big gripe for me for pretty much any comic book movie, or just really any kind of action movie where somebody is given a tool and they just automatically know how to use it.
Yeah.
Like Shang-Chi had no training on how to use the rings, and then all of a sudden he knew exactly how to use them. Now, if you had dropped 2 lines of Wen Wei saying, they speak to me, then I could say, oh, well, shit, they're talking to him. That's why he knows how to use them. But again, there's really nothing like that. And to kind of throw some defense into Thor: Love and Thunder, they did that.
Yeah.
I could have swore Mjolnir was talking to me, right?
Yeah.
And it's it came together for me and blah 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 blah. Which I still kind of feel that's a little bit weird as to why it broke for Thor and didn't come back together for him, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But
and a side note, real fast, I don't know if you guys know or not, it was announced today that for the next, technically I guess the next Avengers movie, Kang Dynasty, it will be directed by Shang-Chi's director, Distant Daniel. Oh my God, his last name just. I'm not gonna try. Distant Daniel something.
We'll put it up on the on the video. But yeah, no, and I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I 100% believe that the Russo brothers will be doing Secret Wars. They said that that's what they wanted to do. That would be their next Marvel project if it ever happened. I guess we jumped ahead a little bit with San Diego Comic-Con, but the fact that Secret Wars will be the second Marvel movie, I think, 5 months later?
It's going to be 5, because...
May 2nd.
Yeah, because Kang's Dynasty comes out on May 2nd, and Secret Wars is November 11th, 7th, early November.
Yeah. So...
aspect of it. And so, did you see, it wasn't the reports, but I guess people kind of assumed is that on, was it Friday of Comic-Con, the trademarks got leaked. So I think that kind of forced Feige's hand on saying, okay, I think that if it didn't get leaked, he wouldn't announce Phase 6 at all. I told you he wouldn't announce it at all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But being that they announced it, everybody saw it online, social media blew up, I think he had to say something.
Yeah.
Especially when they said Avengers, he had to say something.
Well, and that could very well be, or I mean, the other thing is that, and movie studios have been known to do this, that they leak their own stuff. And so it could have been Marvel, somebody in Marvel leaking that stuff out, changing the IP address and domain name to come from overseas, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, they trademarked, Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty.
So we know the federal government ain't gonna leak that shit. We know the federal government. If they do, something's wrong.
If they're just now starting to believe in UFOs, I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah,
so, but. So I personally believe, I think it was Disney Marvel that leaked that information on purpose, because something like that would be super tight-lipped. But I think going into San Diego Comic-Con, they probably were like wanting to come out swinging. It had been a long time, obviously with the pandemic, to have something that big, and not just be broadcasted on the internet with like a D23 or something like that, or a DC fandom akin to that. But but Marvel's still sticking with the TV stuff, which I like. I'm iffy about Daredevil being 18 episodes.
Okay, so you go. I don't know. Have you read the Born Again? Because I have no idea about the Born Again series.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I don't know if I would have done that. Storyline. I like Born Again. Don't get me wrong. I love Daredevil as a character and the storylines. But Born Again, I don't know. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is that they do the twist, and obviously with the shows being on Disney Plus, they're canon. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that's going to come out. And with season, I believe 3, was it 3 or 4 that they ended with? 3.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't see, that's been so long, but I know they ended with Bullseye still being alive. So if they wanted to be coy and kind of change the storyline with Born Again being Bullseye, I think that should be their next go-to, and obviously Fisk being still alive, and Haley Steinfeld didn't kill him, so
yeah.
But but I'm just really iffy about 18 episodes. I think the longer you draw it out, it's gonna feel like more filler than it needs to be. Unless
now the question is, how long will those episodes be?
30 minutes? If it's 30-minute episodes, I mean microdoses. I mean I say microdoses, but for TV episodes nowadays, right, it's usually like an hour. Mm-hmm. Stranger Things has conditioned us to be over an hour, but. I think if they're 30-minute episodes, obviously we have Homegirl coming back to play Elektra as well. So they do have a plethora of characters. I wouldn't be surprised the fact that Kevin Feige did say after, I believe today or on Monday, that Daredevil and Spider-Man will be their street level heroes. So we could see Spider-Man in Daredevil.
We could.
We could see something like that. Next on the plate we do have She-Hulk, which looks fun.
Oh, I'm okay. So I'm so excited for She-Hulk because pretty much it's a superhero version of Ally McBeal.
Pretty much.
That's literally what it is.
Mixed in a little bit with, in her volume 2 of Sensational She-Hulk, of kind of breaking the fourth wall and kind of talking to to the reader in the comic book and for us now and the viewer. But I'm excited for it.
For that, I'm excited. Well,
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion will be cool. I think that's done filming.
That's done, yeah.
That's done filming. I think Echo already started. I think that should be halfway done by now. It's Echo.
Echo will lead into Daredevil for sure.
Yes, definitely. Loki is filming right now.
Yep.
You already see behind the scenes footage.
Yep.
Of that one.
Got some 70s action. You're seeing some of the.
I know.
It looks like they're in the 70s. I'm also interested if that is the Sylvie that we all know, or if it's a variant.
Sylvie, yeah.
Which would mean another Loki variant technically, because Sylvie is a Loki. So, but yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how that is, or maybe she's just on the run. Maybe she knew maybe something happened, she messed up, and now she's on the run again. So who knows? It's different, different strokes for different folks when it comes to Loki. You can never really be too sure. But
then on the movie side, oh man,
yeah,
movies. You got Guardians 3, which they actually showed. Well, there's still photos of Guardians 3, and they show Baby Rocket.
Yep.
I think this will be a lot of flashback scenes when he probably first got kidnapped.
Yeah, I think they did say that this movie will focus on Rocket's backstory. So interested.
Yeah, because James Gunn already said someone's. I don't know, it's one, it could be multiple people gonna be dead, gonna die in this series.
Yeah.
Well, in this movie. So I think that's gonna be pretty cool, pretty great to watch. Because when he talked on stage, he did say this is the end of these characters.
Yeah.
Like, this is it for them. That's gonna be awesome.
Will Poulter, I don't know if you saw the leaked footage from the trailer, but his look
gold
as Adam Warlock was pretty sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
They gave that little comb over, like the jet. Now, in the comic books, it is the Soul Stone. Is he gonna have the Soul Stone? Is there gonna be something else? So interesting to see, the correlation there. But who knows?
Yeah, this will be pretty awesome. Of course, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and actually, you guys go online. I don't know if it's still there, but the leaked footage of the trailer that was shown at Comic-Con is still there, which looks pretty awesome. Because we all know now, Kang is the big baddie. As of right now, he's the big baddie right now. That should be awesome to watch. Captain America: New World Order. So when I first saw the title, the first thing that popped in my head was down, 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 sweet. That's the first thing for something that popped in my head. I was like, oh shit.
New World Order.
Nash. You gonna see the background of some damn cafe drinking coffee and shit, wearing NWO shirts, whatever. So
R.I.P. to Scott Hall.
Right. Yes. Right, yes, sir. But so that's gonna be interesting on that take of how they're gonna do it. What they're gonna do with him from this point on. What else did they mention? I'm trying to think here.
I mean, the big rumor is Doom.
Doom.
We will see that. I mean, the rumor is that we will see
Doom in Black Panther.
Yeah, as possibly an after credit scene of him. There is some leaked concept art of him in Black Panther, in full costume. I don't know if we'll see him in full costume,
but that suit looks amazing though.
Yeah, if it does, thank you. But hey, I'm interested because
give me that action figure right there, boy.
Well, the thing is like we have Kang as like the big baddie, but I mean, comic book readers and that platform in general will know like Doom is Doom. Like his name very much fits his persona, the megalomaniac personality that he has, and the fact that he is. He's a gifted sorcerer, so he does know this, a lot of the same spells as Doctor Strange and Wong and all that.
So I
he's
know
wielded the Infinity Gauntlet.
So I know they approached him for a rumor. They talked to a certain actor about playing a certain role when no one knows yet. But if they announce this actor to play Doom, that would be awesome. Ewan McGregor.
I liked him as Black Mask in
I did too.
Birds of Prey.
I actually enjoyed him.
I wish they would have put him in the Black Mask more.
Yeah.
I wish they would have stuck more to the actual character where it literally was like fused to him and he couldn't take it off.
Yeah.
But
I think he'd be a sick ass Doom.
I
think he would be.
Don't get me wrong. I would like to see that. I don't know yet. I don't know if I have a pick for a certain actor. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Malekith. I can't remember his last name, but he was in Get Out.
I know what you're talking about.
Black Messiah. I think he would be fantastic. I honestly think that I wouldn't mind actually him seeing. And we were going to talk about the snooze fest that was DC here in a minute. But I wouldn't mind seeing him play Joker.
Okay.
I think he could really pull that off. But again, that's besides the point. But I don't know. I like Ewan McGregor, Malekith. I like a couple of other actors that I think could probably pull it off too. Timothy Olyphant, I think could probably pull it off too.
Yeah.
But
actually, I think he'll be an awesome Johnny Storm. I think he'd be a pretty interesting Johnny Storm.
Really? I think he's a little too old. I think he would be more of a Reed Richards.
Nah, hold on, who?
Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
Justified and
and Dune. Oh no!
You're thinking of Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet, yes, my bad. Both Timothys.
Yeah.
But Timothy Chalamet as Johnny Storm would be pretty awesome. But
be alright.
But yeah,
or Joe Keery from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Steve, I think would be.
But
good.
the Timothy Olyphant as he will. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could be a good Doctor Doom or Reed Richards, but yeah. But
did you see the memes of your boy Pinky from next Friday as Professor X?
Say it again.
It says something to the point with like, Scott, don't you swing this motherfucker when he's
which does lead us into Phase 6, which, as far as what we know, is Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. We'll start it off.
And the two Avengers, and there's a lot of gap there.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be surprised at D23 in September we don't get more movies.
Yes.
Or TV shows.
They're gonna drop the bomb on our asses on at D23.
Yeah.
Bombs over Baghdad? Nope. Bombs over Anaheim. It's coming, baby. They're gonna announce they're gonna be.
They're gonna do the X-Men. They're gonna do the mutants.
They're gonna announce the mutants. They're gonna announce the cast of Fantastic Four, directors.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop another bombshell like another Ghost Rider.
And you see Ryan Gosling.
Right.
He wants that part bad.
Yeah.
He wants to be Ghost Rider bad.
If he is gonna play Ghost Rider, he needs to be Danny Ketch. He does not need to be Johnny Blaze. Danny Ketch, or they could do the Ghost Riders. They could do
you see
Johnny Ketch.
You see that
they have Robbie Ramirez right now. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Which I like him.
Yeah.
I think he's awesome.
He's my wife's cousin, by the way, but that's neither here nor there.
Because you saw they Elite the trademark Midnight Suns.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be surprised if technically either they do a Midnight Suns movie or Doctor Strange and the Midnight Suns.
Yeah. I would definitely.
I would go with more of the Doctor Strange and the Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
I would go with that.
I would definitely agree because is it 2025? Is that when we're getting the Avengers, or 2026? 20. So we're not that far away, but I mean Benedict Cumberbatch did say he wanted to take a break from acting, so.
Money talks though.
Money talks. So I don't know, but we got Blade. I think Blade is definitely going to lead into that more, obviously more supernatural realm of Marvel.
Yeah.
But
that's it. He's a Phase 5.
Yep.
Yeah, Blaze in Phase 5.
So we'll have Blade. We'll have the Black Knight with Jon Snow, but I can't think of it. Kit Harington.
Yeah, Kit Harington. Yeah. Then hopefully in those empty gaps in Phase 6, Wonder Man.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's another Eternals. There's got to be. They have to do something.
Yeah, Eternals.
If they're going to do Secret Wars, it's got to be another intergalactic type.
Yeah, Eternals 2, Shang-Chi 2.
Yep.
Could be Doctor Strange and the Midnight Suns. That could be one. It could be a Disney Plus TV show, the Dora Milaje, that's been rumored.
Right.
Which I think that would be awesome. As a TV show, showing how heavy works with them. The whole Wakanda, that side of Wakanda is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Damn, there's so much they could announce. Deadpool 3, that's gonna be. I guarantee that's gonna be announced in Phase 6.
Yeah.
I'm calling that right now. Deadpool 3 is gonna be one of the early movies coming out. I wouldn't be surprised at D23. Ryan Reynolds comes out with the song from Celine Dion playing in the background.
I think it'll be a new song. It'll be something completely different. I think it'll be. I mean, it could be. It could come out. Yeah, it could be Wrecking Ball. It could be.
Hit on the ball coming through.
Yeah, or it could be Adele. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, but but definitely
Lionel Richie. Hello, is it me you're looking for?
That'd be hilarious. Come on, his Deadpool suit. Come behind Feige. He's like, what? Where the hell you come from? But yeah.
So
got that.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
And so it's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much.
So
Phase 6 is gonna be pretty badass too. Phase 6 is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. But we got to talk about probably the for sure the San Diego Comic-Con showstopper, which was the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. Which,
oh man, that
I was. Yeah,
cry emoji, cry emoji.
There was definitely some feels, obviously, for Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. But I mean, for me, and I can definitely speak for myself and other Latinos or Latinx to see Namor being portrayed more as an Azteca or a Mexica than just a Atlantean, and seeing the headdress and seeing the piercings and seeing the tattoos and seeing the gold necklaces that you see that in history and the books and things like that was amazing. I think it hit me very, very, very hard to see that, just to see, because we don't like our African American characters, there's not a lot of us. There's not a lot of that representation. For me, having Miles Morales, having Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider and the new Spider-Man, with Miles Morales, but having that and having that representation to me is fantastic, and I think it looks beautiful on screen. You get to see a different side of those characters. You get to see that culture, which to me, for Black Panther, was not only was it just the original, but a fantastic movie, but it definitely was a gateway to African culture.
Yeah.
Even though it's a made-up country, but the essence is there.
Oh, of course.
The same thing that I think is going to be for, and it's funny. It's not Namor. It's Namor. We're gonna put that Latin. We're gonna put that Latin twang on it a little bit. So it's gonna be Namor. So we're I'm excited for that, and the fact that they mixed in Kendrick's Gonna Be Alright.
Oh yeah, that right there was what took it. Okay, so watching the trailer, you see the funeral, like everybody in white, but then when the song starts to fold to phase over to the "You Gonna Be Alright" towards the end, you like, goddamn, like fuck.
Yeah, but it was for sure. But I think what they were trying to convey is that even though Chadwick's gone, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And
Wakanda gonna be all right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Wakanda's gonna be all right. I'm like, cry emoji, more cry emojis.
So I'm 100% gonna probably see that on opening night. I'm gonna get a babysitter, or I'm gonna go drop my daughter at my in-laws or my parents.
November 11th.
Yep. And I'm gonna see that opening night. I definitely want to. I haven't been to an opening night in quite some time, but that's definitely got me super hyped. I'm 100% vested in that movie. I think it's gonna be fantastic. I think it'll probably get nominated again for an Oscar.
Costume design.
Costume design.
Definitely costume design again. Yeah.
So,
soundtrack. No, probably score.
Score. Yeah.
Definitely score is going to get. It'll be for that for sure.
Yeah. And the soundtrack album, what drops in like 4 weeks, it comes out like in August.
Yeah, real soon.
I was like, whoa, okay, that's pretty quick. But So no, I mean, I'm super hyped for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Again, I cannot wait to see how that story unfolds. We talked about this earlier, but that's the big question and possibly, unfortunately, spoiler warning. You don't want to hear this. Skip maybe about 30 seconds, but the fact that Lego released the sets and we see, spoiler alert, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shuri, bitch! It's Shuri.
The fact that we see Shuri in black and gold in a Black Panther-esque minifig for Lego definitely hints towards it's probably Shuri. I personally, I talked about this with Daniel off screen, off camera, off podcast, but I have no problem. I love female characters. I love female superheroes. What I have a problem with is oversaturating the market to appease what, for whatever reason, if it's to get more people in the theater or to sell more toys or to do any of that. I just spent 5 minutes talking about inclusion, seeing a Latino, Latinx portrayal of a character. But what I don't want to see is 70% women characters and 30% men, because that's just what society dictates right now. Mm-hmm. And this has nothing to do with, I prefer men characters over women characters. By all means, please be in there. I'm hoping that it's going to be M'Baku. That's just my personal choice. I think that obviously he lost to T'Challa in the beginning of the movie. But if we're going to talk about next in line, I think the movie will definitely heavily be about Shuri. We talked about this, the fact that Angela Bassett, talking about I lost everything, but I think there's going to be that tension between her and Shuri, as in I know you lost everything, but I also lost everything too. I lost my dad. I lost my brother. Mm-hmm. You lost your husband. You lost your son. We're both in the same boat. So you haven't given up everything because I'm still here. I hope that's part of the movie. Yeah. That is some great storytelling right there. Yeah. I hope that is part of it. And if that is the case and the mom gives her the suit, thank you. If it's not the case and it somehow goes to M'Baku, great. Personally, I would, just a wish, probably not going to happen, but I would love to see maybe Namor wearing that armor, but who knows? Everyone says he could tell it's a female body. I don't know. To me, even Chadwick in the suit was very thin. So that was kind of hard to gaze, but either way, I'll be happy. I'm going to be there. I'm going to enjoy it. But again, I just don't want to appease a demographic just for appeasement's sake. It's got to make sense. It's got to make sense for the story. It's got to make sense for the overall audience. And again, I don't want anybody to take my comments and into the wrong direction. I 100% support inclusion of everybody, from Latinos to African Americans to LGBTQ community. I mean, hell, we have Wiccan who marries Hulkling, in the comic books. Fantastic. I love it. That's a great storyline. Actually, their spin-off comic was fantastic. So, yeah, you can have it in there. It's just got to make sense for the story.
Of course.
What I don't want to have is just having it in there for having it to be in there for whatever reason, to appease. We shouldn't be there to appease. It should be there for the art and for developing the story and developing the characters that those people are portraying, and building up the characters that are already established in the Marvel universe.
True.
That's my piece.
True.
But
yeah,
I know.
Hey, I'm all for it. So I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for Black Panther.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm just ready for that movie to drop in November. Open night. You already know I'm gonna be there. So let's make it happen. I know it's gonna be an event, just like the first one was. There's a lot of people dressed up, which is awesome. So, if you one of those people that dressed up, go back, do it again.
I'm going in my headdress. I'm putting on my Aztec headdress.
Right.
I might go get my nose pierced. I don't know. It might be a spectacle for me, but I'm 100% hyped. I don't think I've been this hyped for a movie probably since No Way Home.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or God, maybe Endgame or Infinity War. I haven't been this hyped in a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, I take it back. The most hype I've ever been for a Marvel movie was Civil War. I wanted to see what they were going to do with Spider-Man. It had nothing to do with the storyline. I just wanted to see what they were going to do with Spider-Man.
That makes sense.
So, but yeah.
That's another person that's another one.
Yeah, we don't know.
Phase 6 could have a Spider-Man movie.
Could have a Spider-Man movie, yeah.
But it could be Andrew Garfield. It may not be Tom Holland. It could be, who knows?
I don't want that. No. I know it's a multiverse saga. I get it. But I don't want that. Stick with Tom Holland. We got that beautiful costume at the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see the story continue. Is he going to still, stick to the responsibility of, with great power comes great responsibility, to not try to be involve MJ and Ned? Or is there going to be some sort of ramification where Ned finds out that you wiped my memories and I can do magic now, so guess what? I'm a new goblin. Ned Lee's in the comic books is the Hobgoblin. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
It could be, it could be it could very well just be another Spider-Man movie. But yeah,
and I know me and Joseph was talking prior to this. We talked earlier today about this. Is that what? For Avengers Kang Dynasty, the ending, I was telling him earlier about this. My feeling is that the ending of the movie is going to be a blip situation where Kang sends all of these characters, all these Avengers, Eternals, everyone over to Battle World. Then it ends. Secret War start. Secret War is going to be just a big ass fight. Mm-hmm. Pretty much the entire movie. Pretty much. I think that's going to be one way they do it, is that toward the end you find out that Kang and Doom has been working together, and they were able to send all of the Earth's mightiest heroes over to Battle World.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, "What the hell are we doing here?" All of a sudden you see just it's time to fight. It's time, like, it has to be done. And I would be surprised if Chris Evans shows up in Secret Wars. That could be the movie they have talked to Chris Evans about at least doing a one-off. Either gonna be New World Order or Secret Wars.
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah.
I prefer Secret Wars. I think that'd be awesome to see him kind of probably be either the Nomad or the Hydra version. Like
I think if they do the Hydra version, I'd much rather see it in New World Order.
Yeah. That would be cool. See him as a villain. Finally, kind of deal. And so,
well, technically, we did get the Nomad version in Infinity War, so he didn't have the shield and all that. But I guess just to wrap up with San Diego Comic-Con, DC.
DC was DC.
DC was.
DC does. DC does.
Are they waiting for DC fandom? I don't know. I think they would have had it by now. But I think they're really just.
I don't think they're gonna have it at all. DC fandom.
I think they're trying to save face with Ezra Miller right now. It's great that we saw Black Adam in costume, but we didn't get another trailer. We got like a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
We got the trailer for Shazam, which looks fun.
Yeah.
I love the first one.
Family. I've seen all the Fast and Furious movies. I know it's about family. Hey guys, that's cute. Like, hey.
And the fact that Helen Mirren is
right. That's the funny part. She's like,
so yeah.
Like, really.
No Henry Cavill.
I think that's officially done.
I think that's the writing on the wall. I think DC. If you're watching, if you're listening, listen. I'm available. Hire me. You can pay me the least amount of money an executive can have. I will provide you with the best DC universe for film out there. And that's saying something, because I'm sure that there's probably like 200 other of me's out there that could do the same thing. Please, if you have not done this already,
he's shooting his shot, people. He's shooting his shot.
If you have not done this, please use the Flash to restart everything and just start from clean. Forget about the Snyderverse. We need to let that go. It ain't coming back. He doesn't want to come back. It's just over and done with. Let it go. Start clean. Start fresh. Michael B. Jordan as Superman. Fine. I don't care. Whatever. But just start fresh. Just start fresh. Start fresh, please. And
like Subway.
Exactly. Eat it fresh. Okay?
Start fresh.
And
fresh.
Who cares if Marvel's already done it? Copy. It's okay. A shared universe where stories interact with each other. And hey, you were in my last movie. Yeah, I know. I was in your last movie. I know. Please. It's just, it makes sense. It makes sense. You have comic books, the source material. Do that. Why can't your movies do that? I get it. You want them to be standalone and things like that. I get it. But if you do not, I'm telling you, DC, listen. Flashpoint, okay? Erase the DC universe. You come back. Twilight Boy as Batman, he's in that universe now, okay? Michael B. Jordan as Superman, or if you want to bring back Henry Cavill, fine, whatever. Or somebody else as Superman, please. And if you're going to fire Ezra Miller, please bring Grant Gustin as the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
He's been doing it on the CW forever. Or, you know, I know everybody likes the kid from The Maze Runner. Don't get me wrong, I think he'd be a good Flash as well, Barry Allen. But please, just start over. Just start over. I mean, because honestly, what have they shown us about Black Adam that correlates to Shazam at all?
Nothing yet.
Nothing, right?
That we know of. Yeah. So who knows? There could be a end credit scene that pretty much to the point where Black Adam sees Shazam on TV. Well, he sees the Shazam family. I guess he sees them on TV.
Right.
Hey, you know.
Well,
talk about that fight he just had recently or whatever. He's like,
well, from what I understand,
next.
Black Adam takes place, I think, like in the 60s or 70s. So he's got to get frozen or sent off into space. You know, there's got to be some reason for him. I mean, because he's a villain, and I get it. He's an awesome villain. You have a great actor playing him, but he's not technically really an anti-hero. At least I don't see him that way. But I mean, he's gotta have his. There's got to be a reason for him to come. If you're gonna weave him into the universe that they have right now, if it's gonna be Shazam 3, right? There's got to be a reason for him to be that villain. Yeah. And it just can't be because whatever.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's true. They need a storyline.
Yeah,
like pretty much a storyline. Like, you know, so I guess we all know he gonna probably just kill Hawkman. He can probably kill him, and then all of a sudden,
Dr. Fate.
Yeah,
I would be
surprised if
Dr. Fate's the one that seals him up in rock and throws him into space, like in the comic books.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see.
Or Dr. Fate reaches out to Shazam, because Dr. Fate probably knows about Shazam.
Yeah.
Hey, I need your help with this guy.
Yeah.
There could be an end credit scene.
If there's a time jump.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, from what and again, I could be wrong, but from what I read early on, and I haven't really paid too much attention to this movie because but I think it does take place in like the 60s or 70s. So if Shazam is in our current timeline, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's all the news out from Comic-Con.
Yeah. You have the small stuff. Dungeons and Dragons trailer drop, which look pretty good, fun.
Sandman looks great. John Wick looks fantastic.
John Wick looks amazing. I guarantee you, if John Wick does not kill a guy with like the flimsiest coaster ever, I'm gonna be so pissed. Like, he killed a dude with a book. Like, bro, I need you to kill a dude with a coaster, but I want one of those flippy. They're the ones I have. I need him to kill a guy with that.
With a rubber coaster?
Yes. Rubber coaster. If you can do that motherfucker's bad. That bitch is bad. I need some shit like that to happen. Just amazing shit from Comic-Con. The action figures, Hasbro, some awesome toys. You guys see in my background. Action figures from Master Universe. Funko Pops was huge. A lot of stuff came in from Funko Pops that got announced that weekend. Picard, they did a panel for Paramount Plus for Picard.
Yeah. Which I hope they take a lesson into, was it Star Trek New Horizons?
I'm not a Trekkie.
I'm not a big Trekkie either, but I know that show has to do with Captain Pike, which is, if anybody knows at least a little bit about Star Trek, is he was the first commander of the Enterprise, and then it was taken over by William Shatner's, James Tiberius Kirk. So, so it's about him. So, which I've watched a couple episodes. It's fun. It definitely reminds me of like the old Star Trek. It's a flavor of the week episode. They go and do something, and it has something to do.
So it's kind of like Next Generation kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I hope they take that piece into Picard, because from what I saw from Picard, it was too much. It was too much of the emotions, too much of the angst, and too much of the drama. It just wasn't fun. But again, I'm not a big Trekkie guy, so I'll wait for that to be all on there, and then I'll just stream them all. I haven't even watched all of Picard, so
yeah. But
other than that, we got this week we got some new comics coming out. I'm pretty excited for. I think we got Spider-Man number 6, and Something's Killing the Children comes out this week. So it's definitely some good stuff out there.
Definitely, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make it to Comic-Con next year, 2023. Because Feige, I think he did say they'll be back next year for sure.
Yeah. So get our press badges. We just need you guys. Like and subscribe. Please share the podcast. Please share the video. We want to grow, but we also want to grow in the right way. We don't.
That's right.
We want to do it bare bones. We want to do it from the ground. We want to do it old school style.
Be part of the family.
Yes.
From on Dave Chappelle, when he was Rick James, and one scene's doing this.
Yeah.
The fingers like
give it to me, baby.
Like come to us. Come.
And then and then I've been thinking about doing my own YouTube channel, mainly focusing on comic books. I love comic books. I've been collecting since I was a kid, but now getting older, I'm looking for stuff that is grails, or just something that I'm really looking forward to add to my personal collection. So I'm thinking about doing a show where I'll be talking about some of the comic books I picked up, kind of displaying them and giving my thoughts on it. So
you could definitely go to Awesome Books of Comics, Dragon's Lair.
Yep. Titan Moon here.
Titan Moon
is really cool. But I just ordered a crap ton of stuff from Cap Can Comics, and based out of Canada. So I'm really excited to get that stuff in. So maybe we'll start my first episode with that. So we'll see. But
that'd be cool.
But yeah, that's it for this week.
That's a wrap, guys.
Another banger. Episode 2
is in the books.
In the books, baby. In the books.
Stamped it.
Yep. So we appreciate you. Thank you guys for listening. Again, like and subscribe. All of our social media handles will be in the description below. And if you guys have any suggestions or comments or questions that you want us to answer, please drop them in the comments below. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
We out.